Hi Libras, this is Kathy Mamelin, Psychic Medium. Welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to ask my spirit guides for a no contact love messages reading for you. The person that you may be thinking of, no contact, low contact. What is your person thinking and feeling? Where is this connection headed? What is going on around it? And any guidance spirit may have for you. I do have some charms and I do have some initials, so we'll be using those as well. So let's see what we have for my Libras today. Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising. Cross watchers are always welcome in any of my readings. Spirit, please share with me. What is it that you have for us? Let's get the jumper. I have ice, a cold environment. You've been giving me the cold shoulder. Cold shoulder. I have patience. You're testing my patience. You're acting like a baby. Somebody's been acting like a baby, acting immature, and it's all your fault. Okay, so pointing fingers. That's tough. Okay, so they're saying finding a compromise, like there's some kind of in between all of these things. I mean, it's time for the pointing fingers to be over. It's time for the cold shoulder to be over, the immaturity, like grow up, right? So let's see what they're saying. I have a Four of Wands. Okay. Four of Wands. I have a Chariot. I have a Lover's card. Wow. And I have a Page of Swords. I have to tell you, the Lover's card, the Chariot, I mean, the Four of Swords, they're all telling me that I feel like we're realizing that we're supposed to be together. And maybe we both got spooked, or one of us got spooked. Maybe we said something that we shouldn't have said. They're saying the silence is going to break. I don't feel like we're going to stay in this silent treatment for much longer. It's more of a feeling of I'm mad, and it's more of a feeling of, am I really willing to throw this all away? The Nine of Wands, like, no, I'm not willing to throw this all away. I have a Ten of Pentacles at the bottom of my deck. I don't think that what we have been going through is worth it. So this is more of a realizing what we have, realizing it's too hard to not be with you, wanting to talk, they're saying, with that page, reaching out energy with that page. Would you talk to me? I feel like we had a blowout. We just, something happened, something was said, and I'm going to say regret. I'm going to say regret. I'm going to say forgiveness. I think it's very easy to forgive. I feel like it really was just harsh words more than anything. I feel like we're going to meet in the middle, that compromise energy. The cold shoulder is only going to last for so long. They're going to calm down, then they're going to miss you, is what I'm feeling. Spirit, please share with me. I didn't intend to come and go. I'm just overwhelmed when I feel you moving on and scared when things are going too well. I don't understand why some people get scared when we're happy. You're happy, it's going well. And Spirit just said to me, it's because they have a pattern of chaos. They have a pattern of drama in their life, whether they inherited it from their family or past relationships. They're not used to being in a relationship that's stable, that is secure, that is loving. So when they don't have chaos around them, they're almost like thinking this isn't normal, as opposed to this is what it's supposed to feel like. So you could have somebody that is just so used to chaos and drama that they almost create it for themselves because it's like an adrenaline rush. They self-sabotage, or I don't know, they pick a fight. They pick a fight because they want to get the reaction. I should be further ahead in my life by now. So that could be, I'm not happy with who I am. I took it out on you. You're the person I love the most, and It's not you. I'm not happy with my work. I'm not happy with my job. I don't like my boss. I can't pay my bills. I wish I had more money. So they could be upset with themselves and they took it out on this connection and they said the wrong words. I'm going to say take back, like I wish I could take back my words. I wish I could go back in time. And we can, it's just, can we forgive and forget, let bygones be bygones. I mean, people say things to each other in the height of a moment that, let's face it, in years from now, you might not even remember it. You might not even remember this fight. I'm committed to improving myself. You inspire me to grow and heal. Your patience just came in, that you are patient with them. You could see the struggles. You may see that they have a boiling point. There's a sense of hitting a boiling point, and they lose it. They don't know how to calm themselves down. They don't know how to relax. Please let me back in when I come. I'll die if I lose you forever. I don't think that it's a matter of losing each other. I really don't. I feel like somebody hit their boiling point. They struggle with, I'm just so used to so much drama in my life that when it's not there, I don't know what to do with myself. And it could be that's how they grew up, or that was their past relationship. So if they don't have that in this relationship, maybe they think it's not like a real relationship or something, but this is what it's supposed to feel like. It's supposed to feel calm and loving and caring and be there for each other. I feel like they're also frustrated in other areas of their life. Contact within a month. I think it's going to be less than a month. The number 14 is jumping out at me. I'm going to go with the 14th of the month. That maybe the by the 14th, there's something about the 14th of June, the 14th of May, something like that. I mean, that would be a month away. I do want to have a family someday. I'm struggling maybe in another area of my life. I'm not ready for that. It's lust, not love. Somebody may have thrown that in their face. You don't love me. You just want me. No, that's not true. This person cares about you. I feel like something was said in the heat of passion. Something was said that they want to take back. So I don't think it's just I'm using you. You're controlling me, or you're telling me what to do. No, I'm not telling you what to do. I'm trying to be in a relationship where two people make a decision. This is a divine union, spirit saying. So I'm going to go with, and falling in love. I'm going to go with this feeling of, if it's a divine union, nothing can come between this divine union. And that is what we're going to realize, that if this is meant to be, which is what you hear all the time for people, if it's meant to be, it will come back to us. If it's meant to be, we'll find our way, home together. Let's get some initials. Let's see what the initials are saying. Spirit, please share with me. I'm going to get a handful. These could be first initials, last initials. This could be some evidence for you. It could be a confirmation for you. So if you don't see your person's initials, don't worry about it. It's a general reading for everybody. So just take, the other clues that do make sense to you. All right. I have an A, the letter J. I have an O. I have a U. I have a W. I have an S. I have an S. F. O. H. N. M. B. I have a U. I have an E today. I have a Z. I have a V. I have an I, an L, an A. I've got a few more. Okay. T, an E, an R, and I have an N. Okay, so for some of you, you could definitely have gotten your initials. You could have gotten full names, your name, their name. Let me know in the comments. I always like to know if you connected to the initials. I always think that's fun. Spirit, tell me more about this connection. Right now, you know, stuff happens, and I just feel like that's what we're going through. I feel like somebody hit a boiling point. It could have been a combination of a lot of different areas of their life, like everything kind of, imploded all at once, work, bills, kids, house, car breaks down. And then they're just like, they say something that they don't, didn't really mean. And they just needed some cooling off. I feel like I'm doing more of that energy than anything. They're saying this feeling of coming and going is upsetting to you. Like you're not going to allow this. Maybe this is the first time they've done this, but this kind of coming and going. Like if you think you're just going to push me away because you aren't happy with your life, you're not going to come and go as you please. Like that's not going to be an option. My heart isn't open to anyone because of how I was hurt in the past. So we've got some kind of wounds opening up here. I know you're my soulmate. So when they realize that this is a divine union, I feel like that's going to be the difference. I can't help but be interested in everything you do. You captivate me. So they could be missing just what's going on in your life. They could be just saying, like, what did you do today? And they're just so used to kind of blow by blow action that they're really struggling. Let's get some charms. Let's see what my charms are saying. Sometimes I get some really good clues that connect to your person. Realizing you're my soulmate. They're saying my heart is always with you. So no matter where we're at with this person, just know that my heart is always with you, is what they just said to me. So they want you to know that that's something that, even if I'm not with you today, my heart is with you. So they're sad. Okay. Let's get, these are new charms for me. So I want to see what's in here. Their whole big bowl of new charms. Okay. Let's see. Okay, so I have the number 9. Number 9. Okay, this leaf is coming out at me as turning over a new leaf. Okay, it's almost like new rule. Okay, you're not allowed to walk away from me when you're angry. New rule, you're not allowed to block me. You're not allowed to not talk to me just because we had a fight. Okay, so turning over a new leaf. And I just feel like we set some new boundaries around this connection. We talk about, we can't do this to each other. It's too hurtful to not talk to you for days on end. Okay. Like that's not going to work for me. But I feel like we talk about that. I have this saw. So I feel like, I felt like you were cutting my arm off, like it wasn't just that you couldn't talk to me for one day. It's like, I feel like you cut off a part of my body. I'm in that much pain. So don't cut me off this way. That's the hurt. Don't cut me off. I do have a beautiful flower that's coming into me as like a bloom, like my heart is blooming again. I'm feeling joy. I will say that. I feel, at first I thought it was a flower, a sun. Maybe it's a sun, but a flower blooming, sun shining. But it's that kind of an energy to me. I do have a beautiful crown. I should have treated you better when I had the chance. I should have treated you, like you're special. I should be treating you like you're special. I'm going to put the sailboat with the saw, like the sense of you just cut me off and you sailed away. Okay. Like and even this broom, like you went off on this broom, you just like, flew away. Where did you go? You didn't tell me where you were going. You're not answering my calls. You didn't return my calls. It was total disrespect, and it was totally uncalled for, is how I feel. And I'm not going to be treated that way. So I feel like that's the conversation. But the new leaf is encouraging to me, because it's almost like, I think the pain of what we're going through right now on both sides is enough for us to agree we just will never do this again. I think that we just can't live like this. We can't have an on again, off again relationship, in and out. Like, that's not going to work. Okay, so I have a camera. I'm looking at pictures, is how I feel. I'm constantly looking at pictures of you. So I definitely have pictures around. I'm looking at your pictures on my camera, on my phone, I should say. So lots of pictures. And what is this? Let's see. It says, I don't know what this is. It looks like a scroll to me. First I thought it was a book, but it looks like some kind of a scroll. Like I unroll a scroll, like a map of some kind. So maybe it's something that we, or even a document, that there's something that we're signing, but it feels like it's rolled up. That's why I'm saying scroll. I don't know. Maybe it's an agreement. Maybe we make an agreement between each other. Like we promise that we're not going to do something. We write it down. Maybe that's something that we do. But yeah, it feels like an agreement of some kind. Okay. I have this is an antique sofa, but it came into me as like a fainting couch, the old Victorian fainting couches. It was almost like I'm doing nothing. I'm laying on the sofa. I'm not leaving the house. I'm watching TV. Like I just feel like I'm not myself. So that could be them, like, what have you been doing? I've been doing nothing. I haven't left the house, so I just feel like it's not healthy. And there's this like kind of lazy, sad, depressed, anxiety energy around this. So I don't want to feel that way. And then what is this little guy? Let's see. It looks like a little purse. It's a little purse. I'm just going to say money. Money is an issue. Maybe there's, we get to the heart of it. And really a lot of it had to do with the stress, some kind of stress around money. And I get that. So maybe we get to the heart of it and say, don't push me away because that's what's going on. That's something that we can talk about and we can work on together. So, okay. So those are my charms. They were nice. Yeah. They're new charms to my collection. I'm always buying new things. I have too many things, but that's okay. Spirit, please share with me. So this overall feeling of the silence is broken for sure. And I waited until that boiling point, and I exploded and I took it out on you, and I'm sorry. Like that's really how I feel today. So we do have regrets about it. Spirit, please share with me. Letting you down was the worst decision I made. Absolutely. I should have tried a little harder. Time has brought me clarity about us, and I made the wrong choices. I said the wrong things. I behaved. I'm not proud of how I behaved. I feel like you're on the other side of my every breath. I can't think without you. I can't sleep without you. I can't function. I'm laying on that sofa all day long because I can't get my mind to work. My heart always comes back to you, even when I don't want it to, even when they are fighting it and they're saying, I'm mad right now and I don't want to do this. They can't stop thinking about you. I wonder if you still think about me. How do you feel about me now that you've had some time to reflect? Do you still want this? Is this something that we can still do together? So I think so. I mean, they said you were soulmates. What did they say? This feeling of, what did they say? It was almost a feeling of, spirit can't take away this soul connection, right? That the soul connection is divinely sent and nothing will break it. Our relationship was different and special. Other people didn't understand it. So don't let other people influence your relationship. I'm sorry for judging you and hurting your feelings. There's my apology. There's my regrets for what I said. You were or are my best friend, and I cherish our friendship above all others. So my best friend, my lover, I miss my friend. I feel like I don't know who I am anymore. When they're not with you, they feel so disconnected. And that saw in the charms where I feel like I sawed off my arm. It's, I didn't just break my own heart. I feel like I physically, cut a limb off my body. So it's just, it's amazing how much your body can hurt. I mean, you physically can ache when you're this upset. I keep track of you from afar by looking you up online. I know what you're doing. I see you, social media. I'm keeping tabs on you. No doubt in my mind that that's going on. One more of these, please, Spirit. It's easier being with someone from my world. I don't know what they mean by that. Maybe they're hanging out with friends. Maybe they're hanging out with just their family right now. Maybe somebody doesn't ask any questions of them. Maybe they went back to their mother's house and their mother's taking care of them, so it could be just like they're just totally off duty and they don't have to take care of anything and they don't have to report into anybody. I have been in contact. I have to be in contact with you again. I have to be in contact with you again. I miss you so much. No doubt in my mind. No doubt in my mind that this person is supposed to be with you. I think that their emotions got the better of them. I think that they said something that they probably shouldn't. I think they probably overreacted. And now there's a little bit of backpedaling happening with, I miss you and I shouldn't have said those things. And it's not worth throwing this all away over, is really at the end of the day. Whatever you guys are fighting over, it's not worth letting this connection go. Not when it's a soul contract, not when it's meant to be, and not when it was divinely sent. I'm going to put this out into the universe. I want to thank Spirit for these messages today. If you are new to my channel, to this channel, please remember to hit the like, subscribe, ring the notification bell, claim it, own it, it's yours. If you'd like to book a private reading with me, check out my website at kathymamolinspsychicmedium.com. Also, check out my other two channels, my main channel and my Pick a Card channel, and I'll put the links in the description and in the comments. So I hope you enjoyed your reading today, and we'll put it out into the universe, and we'll ask Spirit to guide you both. We'll see you soon.